Good evening, all the students. We meet again. Last lecture, we had already covered with the personality development. In that session, we had given the focus on social etiquettes, then life. I guess just wait a minute. Personal etiquettes, social etiquettes, and life skill etiquettes. But we just go through the personal etiquettes just half of complete session, and social etiquette just half session. Today we are continue with the social etiquettes as well as importance of life skill or the life etiquettes as well. And we start with the importance of disaster management system. For that purpose, I just want to share the screen over here. Just wait for a minute. Okay. Mm, yeah. Okay. Is that clearly visible to all? Yes. Just wait a minute. So last lecture we had covered with the importance of body languages, that is personal traits and social etiquettes. Personal traits, facial expression, posture, gesture, eye contact, tone of voice, body movement, proxemics, that is known as space-oriented personality. Then touch, social etiquettes, that is politeness, respect for personal space, that is proxemics, active listening, punctuality, appropriate dress, gratitude, and knowledge. Remaining one is polite greetings and farewells. Definitely, whenever customers or we can say guests visit to your hotels, you have to be very much polite enough. You have to be communicate very well with the guest. You have to fulfill all the demands from the guest concerned, and at the same time you have to follow some sort of gestures, that is should be standing straight enough, uh, do the handshaking, or just say the namaste to the guest, because the customers or the guest are comes from various kinds of the regions. So various kinds of the parts of the India, or various kinds of the states from the India itself. So their dressing style, their languages are quite different. Even their food tastes are also different. So their expectations from the hotel industries are quite huge enough, because whenever they enter the hotels for the staying purpose, the basic requirements is to receive the healthy environment, or over here we can say peaceful environment, and fulfill their all the conditions or the demands from the staff or the service providers. So these things are applicable in the part of polite greetings and the farewells in the part of social etiquettes. Then next one is respect for the rules and protocols. Yes, definitely the hotel industries or hospitality industries definitely, we can say definitely prepare, or definitely it is mandatory for the guest to follow the certain rules and the procedures which is designed by the hospitality or by the hotel industries itself. Like something is smoking is not allowed in the premises, within the premises only. Then second thing is um, door we can say just do not harm any property within in the hotels itself. So these are the rules and protocols has to be followed by the guest. Then the check-in time as well as check-out time is the fix enough to all the kinds of the guests. So it is mandatory and it is compulsory to all the guests itself. So these are the protocols has to be followed by the each members whenever they visit the hospitality industry or the hotel industries. Then life skills. Life skills, the first point is problem solving. The ability to think critically and find solutions to challenges is crucial in the hospitality industry. Professionals must be resourceful and proactive in addressing guest concerns and operational issues. Means whenever guest facing any kind of the problems, then the hospital then hotel managers are sound enough to solve their problems and give the best services to the guest, which result in to receive the right amount of feedback from the guest side. Then second one is decision making qualities. Over here, I just want to give the examples like 2611 attacks on Taj. In that case, whenever the officers are or whoever officers are already appointed on that time, they definitely took the right decisions to protect the guest by the terrorist itself. So at the right time and at the right situation, the decisions has to be taken by the management, that is the best qualities has to be run by the hospitality management. Then adaptability. Accept the any kind of the changes that is required in the part of hotel industries or hospitality. Adaptability means last lecture में हम लोगों ने देखा था कि most of the central line like Mulund, Thana or some sort of Ghatkopar or Dombivli region, the most of the hotels follow the robotics technology. That is nothing but as far as concerns as AI launch in the market. So we are quite enough to we have to accept the newly advanced technology which is going to be launched in the market. Over here, I must say adaptability to changes, circumstances, and guest needs is a key to success in the hospitality industries. Professionals should be open to new ideas and approaches and willing to adjust their strategies whenever it's necessary. Then next one is self-discipline. Yes, every managerial level people has to be adopt the self-discipline. Dress code is quite professional enough. Communication skill is definitely strong enough. The each and every manager people having a detailed knowledge about each and every surrounding atmosphere within in the hotels. It's include the cleanliness. It's include the flooring wise division. It's include the rooms availability as well as food beverages served to the each and every guest. These are the knowledge has to be mandatory or has to be required in the part of each and every employees to communicate with the guest members. Then interpersonal skill. Yes, over here हम लोगों ने last lecture में देखा था regarding this. Communication skill definitely play an important role to create the better feedback between the two people at the same time. Communication we have to be strong enough to communicate our all the information to the guest. Then definitely communicate the rules and regulations at the starting phase whenever the guests enter into our hotels. Then we have to welcoming the guest by throwing the sweet smile or say hi, hello, or good morning, good evening, see you again. So these are the gestures definitely create the healthy atmosphere in front of the opposite party. So these are the things comes in the part of interpersonal skill. For the better teamwork, as we are already discussed, better communication skill, better leadership qualities, better coordination skill, and the decision making skills are highly required because leaders are not born. That is the leaders are not actually born. It is known as the inbuilt quality. As a teamwork or the collaboration, over here we must say working well with others is essential in the hospitality industry where collaboration is often required to deliver exceptional services. Professionals should be supportive and respectful of their colleagues. So these things are applicable in the part of teamwork as well as leadership qualities. Then resilience or the negotiation skill. Resilience, that is, we can say, the hospitality industry can be fast paced and demanding nowadays. Professionals should cultivate resilience and effective stress management techniques to navigate challenges and maintain the well-being. So resilience play an important role in the part of life skill activity. Negotiation skill. Negotiation skills is definitely play an important role in the hospitality industries at the part of peak as well as off season. Whenever the guest book any kind of the hotels, they definitely demand for the large amount of concession during the peak and the off season. Then in that case, then in that case, the manager level people always think about the profit margin from the profit margin from the organizational point of view. And in that case, they have to be utilized their negotiation skill with the guest members when they actual stays for the longer duration of the time for the meetings, for the conferences, for the business games, or the any other self occasions. So this kind of the skills are required in the part of life skill qualities. So these are the things include in the importance of body language. um, Next one is disaster management skill. Next part. But over here, you should understand why the disaster management skills are highly required. Disaster management skills are crucial for hospitality professionals to protect guests, staff, and property during the emergencies, like say 2611 attack, that is known as the emergency, by providing key skills such as risk assessment, emergency preparedness, communication, crisis management, and recovery planning. Hospitality establishments can enhance guest safety and maintain the business continuity. And another examples like COVID-19, when we are all gone through the large year or large span of shutdown case, that is known as the emergency case. In that case, hospitality industry definitely play the important role to provide the quality food and services during the specified time period to the n number of customers. Ongoing over here, I must say, ongoing training and collaboration with local authorities are essential for staying prepared for potential disasters and ensuring an effective response. Through the disaster management efforts, the hospitality industry can provide safe and secure environments for the guests and the staff members, even in challenging situations. Disaster management give the focus on the process of preparing and responding and recovering from the impact of emergencies and disasters. In the hospitality industries, effective disaster management involves planning for potential skill, implementing safety protocols, and ensure a prompt and efficient response to the emergencies. This helps protect the guest, staff, and property while minimizing disruptions to the business operations. In that case, the first point is risk assessment and planning. Identify potential risk and vulnerabilities with the establishment, and developing comprehensive strategy plan is very much crucial. Hospitality professionals should regularly assess the risk and update the plans whenever is required. Means what, emergencies can be happen at any time and at any situation. Then in that case, backup plan should be available in the hospitality industries that not affect the guest up to the large extent at the time of emergencies. That is known as a risk assessment and planning. Then next one is emergency preparedness training. Being prepared for the emergencies involving training staff, conducting drills, ensuring that emergency supplies and equipment are readily available. Staff should be familiar with evacuation route and safety protocols. Like now, here we have to give the examples like airlines. Like whenever we travel through the airlines itself, they always give the various kinds of the instructions while traveling through the airlines. These protocols is mandatory for the airlines itself. At the same time, in the hospitality industries, whenever the employees are working in the sorry, not hospitality, in the hotel industries, then they having a detailed knowledge about the evacuation, about the safety measures, about the conducting the drills. These are the things are require, or these are the things are definite these are the things having the detailed knowledge about the training, about giving the training to the employees. The next one is crisis communication. Effective communication and coordination is essential during the part of emergencies. Staff should know how to communicate with the guests, emergency responders, and each other to facilitate a safe and efficient response. Communication is the very much important part, because जब भी emergency आता है तभी definitely everyone get like fearsome situation might be created. Then in that case, the employees are quite enough to communicate healthy with the guest, that guest feel very much safety during in the part of emergency. Staff members trained in disaster management should utilize appropriate body language, maintain reassuring patience, and providing clear instructions to the guest, including that resolve or that create the confidence and ensuring their safety. The next one is guest safety and support. Yes, as we already discussed, the staff members trained in disaster management should utilize appropriate body language, then maintain the reassuring presence and providing clear instructions to the guests, which create the confidence and ensuring their safety measures. The next one is resource management systems. A resource management, just one second. In the part of resource management system, yeah, fire safety and preventions. I just missed the point regarding the part of guest safety and the support. Understanding the fire safety measures and prevention techniques is crucial in the hospitality industries. That employees has to be known very well about these things. Staff should know how to operate fire systems and identify fire hazards and follow the evacuation procedures, so which can be definitely give the safety measures to the guest. Then resource management. Resource management is nothing but availability of the resources का फुल नॉलेज एम्प्लॉयज को होना बहुत जरूरी है, कि मेरे होटल्स में इवैक्यूएशन किधर है, फायर एक्सटेंशन कहाँ पे है, गेस्ट को किस तरह से हम लोग ट्रेन कर सकते हैं, या फिर हाउ वी कैन कम्युनिकेट विद द गेस्ट टू रिड्यूस देयर fearsome situation at the time of emergency. These are the things that comes in the part of resource management. The next one is recovery and restoration. Recovery efforts include accessing damage, restoring operations, and supporting guests and staff after a disaster. Hospitality professionals should have a plan for post-disaster recovery to minimize the disruptions. Then next one is compliance with the regulations. In the part of compliance with the regulations, in today's digital age, cyber security is also an important aspect of disaster management. Hospitality professionals should be aware of cyber threats and take steps to protect guest data and the establishment system. That is known as compliance with the regulations. Then coordination with the external agencies. Working closely with local emergency responders, law enforcement, and other authorities can facilitate a coordinated response to the emergencies and ensure compliance with the regulations. Compliance with the regulations are nothing but each and every hospital industries or hospitality management definitely connect with the local leaders itself, or local police itself. Whenever the emergency happens, they directly connect with the local police or fire brigade to receive the helping hand to resolve the situation. Coordination with the external agencies, that is, we had already discussed ki these are the hotel industries are quite connected with the local bodies, local authorities, as well as local police, even fire brigade or the higher government authorities as well. In that case, they are definitely receive the helping hand from the other members, that is external members from the society, to minimize the risk or to minimize the emergency situation. Then next one is टेक्नोलॉजी यूटिलाइजेशन. टेक्नोलॉजी यूटिलाइजेशन में हम लोग ये बोल सकते हैं कि each and every employees has to be give the focus on advanced technology rather than the outdated technology in the hospitality industries. We have to use the advanced techniques to to reduce the any kind of the disasters whichever happens at the hotel levels. So technological utilizations play an important role in the part of minimize the disasters. Continual improvement. Yes, we have to give the focus on technological upgradation. We have to give the proper training, regular training to each and every employees. Then third thing is we have to do the marketing survey. Ki whatever happens at the market level, we have to aware about this. We have to face the large amount of competition because nowadays the hospitals, hotels chain are quite spread enough in each and every area. So in that case, we have to be capable enough to utilize our test in our food and beverages itself, which can be attract the large amount of guests. But at the same time, we have to give the focus on guest security and their safety first. And after that, hotels comes into the picture. That is known as continual improvement, which result in to receive the profit throughout the year from the throughout the year which receive the profit throughout the year, which can be create the proper brand in the marketplace. So these things comes in the part of first chapter, that is known as soft skill development. Next lecture, we start with the proper chapter number second, hospitality industries. In that PPT, I give the syllabus. Basically, first slide is syllabus slides, and then we start with the next topic, that is principles of management from the next lecture onwards. So see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much to hear me very patiently.